I'm John DeLaurier, owner of DeLaurier Roofing, and we serve the Northeast Georgia in all types of roof replacements. Just saw an opportunity to change the perception of what a roofing company could really be like. I really also just like to connect with people and provide solutions to problems that they need when their roof needs to be replaced. We'd be the most respected roofing company in our area, and we would provide jobs for our community, and we would also provide the best customer service for anyone who needs a new roof. Roofs cost a lot of money. It's a big investment, and most people either don't want to go into their savings or they don't have the ability to pay for a multiple $1,000 investment in their home. So a lot of people, again, they wanted to use our services. They liked us, they liked our products, they liked what we were doing, but they just weren't able to pay for it. Not a whole lot stresses me out, but things that do slow our business down are people trying to get the money to actually pay for the services that we provide. We did try a lot of other products as far as financing goes for our customers, and a few things would happen. Either the potential customer would not even apply for it because it was a hard pull on their credit. Enhancify is a soft pull. That's a huge deal for us because there's no risk for the customer and it's a better experience. Or they would apply, have the hard pull on their credit, and then they would get denied. So I looked around a lot. I've used several of the major companies in the past and have had very little success, but the biggest factor for us was watching Roofing Insights, and they showed the comparison between probably the biggest player in the financing game and the oldest player in the financing game, and what is new about Enhancify and what makes it different. Several things sold me. It's part of our company philosophy to be a newer type of service. Enhancify is newer and it's also different. So one thing that was big for me was that the soft pull credit, but also the biggest thing for me was the ease of use. So we have a lot more activity since using Enhancify, and I can tell a difference immediately. That's one thing about Enhancify I really do like. We have a link on our website. The customer sees either an ad or gets on our website, clicks get financing, answers 3 questions, and they get pre-approved right then. So once they're approved, they have their terms and their payments, and then they just move forward with the process. It's super easy, it's very quick, and again, a soft pull on a credit is just another barrier that people don't have to jump over, which really helps a lot of activity. I mean, we've seen at least 10 times the amount of activity just by changing from one financing company to another, just by that initial pre-qualification screen. Enhancify has helped us have increased activity in people applying for financing and being approved. And specifically, a few weeks ago, we got a big job we normally wouldn't have gotten. A couple weeks ago, we did a very large commercial roof, larger than we would normally do in that market, just over $31,000. They really had to have financing, they really had to have a new roof, and with our services and Enhancify services coming together, we were able to do a new roof. We've had a lot of activity in the past 30 days, but again, a $31,000 job we didn't have before, wouldn't have gotten before with other financing companies. Because there are no dealer fees with Enhancify, it's crazy, the return on investment. There's no specific fee for each loan that you get approved for, so the return on investment is 1,000% more. They're gonna help us grow tremendously. I can already tell from previous years and using Enhancify in the future, we're going to be able to close more sales and help more people. What financing does in general is help customers that want to do nicer roofs or better roof systems. It gives them the ability to do so because their monthly payment will be much smaller jump than if they had to do everything out of pocket. People will always be willing to upgrade to a nicer roof system that's going to last them longer. It's going to be better for the customer and better for us just by having that financing option. I can already see in just financing in general, people generally spend 5 to 15% more in the roof system just to have the nicer features of the roof. I would highly recommend Enhancify to anyone else. They're the best financing company that I've found for anyone who's doing home services and specifically roofing services. Enhancify is extremely easy to use, very ambitious about growing into the market and helping you. And they're really going to help your customers. One of the biggest hurdles in replacing your roof is, how am I gonna pay for this? The hurdle is, how am I gonna pay for it? And Enhancify easily helps people jump over that hurdle. Just the ease of use, having it right there, knowing that it's gonna be there for my customers as a service to my customers, an extension of what we are as a company. It's really hard to say what they can improve on because they genuinely are the best financing company I've ever used, and I've gone through at least 3 or 4. I'm John DeLaurier with DeLaurier Roofing, and I love using Enhancify.